2024 season, and all eyes are on Jared Goff after his last game, now across. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one, they've got to be thinking, hey, we've got a good chance to be successful here running the football.
No doubt about that, because that has to be their mindset. It should be their mindset. This is one of the better rushing offenses in the league, and they're squaring off against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should. Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that. The reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic pass?
That opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
2nd and 9 from the 44. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Everyone's scared to let it fly, but it falls
defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 17 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers, with all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. On second, here's Algier. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means fourth down. This defense now. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Here we go now on first and goal. Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Play action. It's Fields. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack, and they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Started with great field position, is facing fourth down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
On first down, it's gone. His throw incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. There's Goff.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he is... time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And some space here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. To begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. On first and 10, it's Algier.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. Third and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now, meanwhile, Meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the over. On 1st and 10, Goff. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Goff. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaiah McKenzie, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception.
they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down and around. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Bears at 10-3 on the year, and I tell you, it has been a few months now since they tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go off the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning.
Third and 2, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
To the air again, Fields.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with play. To try again after the sack. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A
nice connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to... Now they deal with 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
On play action, Fields.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, You better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Gone. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
First down, they'll start with Algier. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the... And that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Algier now up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Down. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. From the 50, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a give here to Pollard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. First down, and it's Pollard again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 11 yards for number 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Touchdown! Jarnell Mooney from 10 yards out. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. And open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll find Moreau here. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, keep possession of the football.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Buying time to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by Moulton. On his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Dancing away at the 35. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be...
They take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 37. Goff now to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Goff now looking to throw.
Catch made, it's Moreau.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left. With their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
49 yards.
And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So now Fields and the Bears.
Down 17-13, a minute 35 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. He's got Mooney.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
All eyes on Fields.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. That's complete to Mooney.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take... With the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So for the Lions, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week.